Hello ladies, welcome to my channel. It has been a long time since I've been here. I'm Marie and I'm Crafty Landing, and I'm called Crafty Landing because this is where I craft, on the landing upstairs. I have a dormer bungalow and it has 2 bedrooms either end upstairs with a long landing between them, and I have a huge window in the middle, and my husband put a kitchen worktop type really desk in the huge space that I have, and therefore I'm able to craft in this area in front of the window, which is absolutely fab. I'm really pleased to be here and taking part in Junk Journal Christmas in July on behalf of Carol-Anne at Cajcrafts. Bless her, she loves Christmas so much. Carol-Anne, I hope you get better soon. I know you've been feeling under the weather, and I'm sure all your crafty friends are sending you very, very good wishes. Carol-Anne has lots of ladies joining in the collaboration this month. There are going to be 31 videos for you to enjoy, get inspired, start thinking about your journal for Christmas. It is going to be great. All the links of the other ladies and their YouTube channels will be listed below, mine in the description box, including Carol-Anne's. And if you are taking part or in the future wish to show Carol-Anne some things that you've done, that you've been inspired by, then please use hashtag JJ Christmas in July. If you're on Instagram or if you upload a YouTube video, I'm sure Carol-Anne and the other ladies will be really, really interested to see what you get up to. So yes, I'm Marie. I have not really uploaded many videos for over a year now. I am fairly new to the YouTube world, and I'm going to try and get my channel up and running again, which is one of the reasons why I asked Carol-Anne if I could join in, because I'm hoping some of you will like what I do, start following me, and I'm also on Instagram, and you can find me there, and I just want to enjoy all my journaling, crafting with you. When I purchase a journal, I tend to adore it for a while. I touch it, I swoon over it, like I'm doing here with this one. I purchased this one for my Christmas journal last year from Lovely Lots. She's on Instagram, Lovely Lotties, and also her Etsy shop, and it's beautiful. And whenever I get a new journal from another journal maker, I do swoon over it, I touch it, and I think about how I can make it work for me. And if that means altering it, then that's what I do. I'm not afraid to take something and alter it to make it work for me. So, and this is what I did with this one. I used lots of Lovely Lottie's pages and tags and things that she already had in there, but I did begin to alter it. I undid the binding and I added some pages and altered things around to suit me. It needs to work for me. And now that I've done that, I'm ready to use it this year. This is my centre spread, a piece of scrapbooking paper that I loved, so I popped that in the middle, used some Christmas twine here. So ladies, don't be afraid to do that. You have to make the journals work for you. Now, what are we going to be doing today? Well, I thought I would show you how I make these envelope flip flap open with a pocket on the other side. And it is with a window envelope that's going in there. So it's an envelope, you can see the window here, and there is a pocket here which holds a tag. Let me show you this tag, Stamperia paper, and I've added a ribbon ruffle down the side there. Collage the front of the envelope and the inside here, so that when you look through the window you've got something nice to see. And that's a full length tag then that goes in that side of the envelope just there. And when you turn the page over, the pocket here is the other part of the envelope, and I've collaged the pocket and I've popped in a journaling card here. That one I think is from Artie Mays, and it's a double journaling card. There we go. That's from her, one of her Christmas collections, Andrea Artie Mays. who lives in the same county as me. Hello Andrea, she's in Mothergissey and I'm further down in Cornwall nearer Penzance. So yes, I thought we would do that today. So I'm going to choose a page that I want to do it on, and I think I'm going to do it nearer the back this time. Let me have a look, let me have a look. Do I want to do it on that one? Or do I want to do it on that one? No, I'm going to do it on this one. So the very last page, no, penultimate page in my journal, looking quite plain, so I'm going to do my envelope flip flap here. How do we do it? Well, I've already got some bits and pieces ready to show you, and I've cut out my bits to save time. What I do, oh, where is my, hang on ladies, I've lost my envelope that I want to do it on. Is this it? Here we go, I found it, don't worry. So I make a template. So I take an envelope and I've taken out the cellophane part of the window and opened the envelope up, and I'm going to use it as a template. And that's a bit of a tip for you whenever you want to do tags or flip flaps, anything like that. If you have a template to use all the time, it is easier. So if you can imagine, this was kind of part of the envelope, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to tuck that and fold it, and that becomes my pocket side there. And then the one I showed you was a full length one with the pocket at the side here, but this time I want to do something slightly different. So I've decided to tuck in and have my pocket at the top, so I'm going to have a tag that slides in and out this side. So I will be sealing here and here so that the opening is at the top here. So ladies, get an envelope and use it as your template. Just keep it and use it as your template, because when you take out the cellophane of the window, that's easier then to draw exactly where you need to cut out your layered piece that you're doing like that when you collage on the top. So that's my template. Here is the envelope that I'm using today. You can see that I've marked already using my template where I need to cut. So that's the first thing we're going to do. That was the envelope look. I've decided to fold it here. It's quite big here for my journal. It's quite wide. So I'm going to cut it down a bit to make sure it fits. So I've penciled where I want to cut it, and I've also penciled where I want to cut it to have my opening at the top here. So that's the first thing we are going to do. So I'm literally just going to cut. There we go. Okay, cutting done. Now, you might feel that your opening where the tag is going to be at the top for this one, you might feel that you want to reinforce it. You can definitely do that, because you can snip down the bottom, which I am going to do because I want to open it to put my piece of paper inside. Nice piece of paper, so it's something nice to look at through the window. So I'm just snipping a tiny bit off the end so that I now know the envelope will open. Okay, and that's what we have. And don't forget, that's going to be your pocket bit on the other page, on the other side of the page. So now this is what I've got. Like I said, you might want to reinforce your opening for the tag. If you do, now is the time to do it. So you can put something down here and down here to make it slightly stronger. I'm not going to do that because I'm going to be collaging the front of mine. What have I got to collage? Well, I've got my bits and pieces out here ready, and I've cut this one, which I think I'm going to put on the front there, and I've got a lovely robin which I think I'm probably going to put here, and I've also got some cinnamon sticks and a star gingerbread biscuit, so I think I might put that there. I've also got a bit of music paper, and I think I am going to collage it up a bit more with some music paper and things. So let's just get going and start. I like to ink everything. I like to ink all my edges. So I'm going to start doing that now. So I am day 8 of the collaboration. My video will be going out on the 8th of July. I think Carol-Anne has been doing most of them up until now. I believe there is another one. Did Lynn do one on the 2nd? Lynn from Lynn's Shabbylicious. I think she might have done one on the 2nd. But you will find them all listed below in the description box, the dates and who's doing them. I will make sure I put them in the description box below. On Instagram I am Marie My Life Willetts. If you want to find me on there and follow me, I'd love to follow you back and see what kind of crafting you ladies get up to, and gents, if there are any gents watching. That's lovely if there are. Do any of you follow Journal Davio or Davio on Instagram? He does some amazing journals, really, really gorgeous ones. Right, let's ink my first piece as well. I will be sewing, ladies, but I will switch the video off when that time comes and do my sewing, take it to my machine, then I'll come back and start again and show you what I've done. So these old envelopes, brilliant, aren't they? I haven't tea stained this one, but you can use tea stained envelopes, that would be good. I think the one I showed, oh, that's just flown away. I think the one I showed you that I was using for my template, that's a tea stained one, an old tea stained one. So yeah, use them, use up those envelopes. Right, so I'm going to glue that on there. So that's what I'm going to do first. I tend to use Pritt Stick for the sort of inner bits of what I'm gluing, and I tend to use glue, art glitter glue, around the edges for my gluing. So a bit of Pritt Stick and then some very fine gluing to get close to the edge. And when you get to know me, you'll find out that I don't really measure anything. I just use my eye, tear, go by eye as a guide. I'm not one for measuring and things like that, being particular. I think handmade things look lovely because they're not off a conveyor belt, are they? So if little tears and things happen, that's the way it is. Okay, I need to bring that down a bit, don't I? Before that sticks, let me bring that slightly down a bit. Okay, have I left it too late? Maybe. We will glue that down, that's fine. Like I say, I'm really not particular. If I saw a bit of paper on this side, I would trim it off, but it's actually reached the edge, so it will be fine. So that's my first layer. And like I said, I think I'm going to have some bit of music paper here, and I think I might have a bit of vintage music paper here as well. Yes, I am going to do that. So let's ink all these up. This is genuine vintage music paper, so it's very fragile. I love the look it gives in my journal, and I tend to, if I'm using it for a page, I tend to make it more stable down the middle where it's going to be sewn into the spine. I might use a bit of washi or some sellotape that I've aged using alcohol inks or something, just to make it more sturdy. I've even used fabric before in the centre of music pages to help with their strength and make them more stable. Oh, do I want that on the top? Oh, it'll have to go on the top now. That's fine. So we're just going to use your scraps, ladies. You can see how small my pieces are. that I'm using. And I don't mind that this torn bit is going above the window either. I think it just adds to the effect. So that is going there. Now I did one, didn't I, my little robin that I've torn out. Let me show you. I can't remember who I got this digital kit from. I will try and find out and let you know. But the images on here are gorgeous, and what I've been doing is I've been tearing the bits out that I want to use, and this robin was from one of these pages. I really can't remember where I got those from. It's been a little while. So I'm going to pop him there. So I want to ink him up in red cardinal. I have family in Canada and we get robins over here. They get red cardinals. They are beautiful birds. My Aunt Linda sent me a photo of one that landed in her garden. And of course it was snowing, so it's all white in her garden, and then this beautiful, stunning red cardinal came along, popped itself on a twig in her hedge, and she took a photo. There, I think he's going to go nice there. And like I say, I don't mind that it's partially closing some of the window, because your eyes will still see something. And we tend to get drawn to things that are peeping, ladies. If something's peeping in there, our eyes will be like, oh, what's in there? And it will tell our brain to have a further look. So I like things like that because we are more drawn to it. Apparently. I'm no scientist, but apparently that's what happens. Our eyes go, oh, what's that? And then we want to take a further look. So I'm going to pop him there, like so. Okay, I'm just doing this quickly, ladies. Now, that was my cinnamon and star, gingerbread star biscuit. I'm just wondering if I want another bit of music paper there. I'm not sure. I might have another bit of music paper. I might indeed. I'm not sure. What do you think? And then I've got this bit of red here. I do like the music paper, but it's too big. Let's tear this bit off. Go for a smaller bit. And tear this bit off here as well. Yeah, I think I will. And then I'm going to stick this bit down here like that. So more inking. Audition your papers. I love the word audition when I do my journal. I heard someone say it. It might be Berry Mixed Journals on Instagram, or Heather from Rose Hill Paper Cottage. She tends to audition her papers to see which ones she likes to use the most, which ones suit the journal that she's making and the kind of effect she's after. Be careful with my vintage music paper so it doesn't tear when I put the glue stick over it. There we go. So it's quite warm down here in Cornwall today, but I'm having to work with my window closed because I have a workman right outside my front door down the bottom of the drive. There are 2 new bungalows being built at the end of the road where I live, and of course they need hooking up to all the main services. So the workmen this week have been right outside our house at the bottom of the drive digging up the road, and I've been wanting to get on with this video, and I've been getting a bit worried because every time I think, right, I'm going to go up there and do the video, they start drilling. So you don't want that noise, do you? I don't want that noise. I've got a headache. But today it seems like they have moved on a little bit further along the road, so I'm grabbing the chance while I can to get this video done. So today is actually Wednesday and this video is going out on the 8th, which is Friday. The next thing I've got to do is work out how to set the time on YouTube so that the video goes out at the right time. I think Carol Ann has asked us to get them released at 6 o'clock British Standard Time. So I need to, and I'm working Friday afternoon and I won't be home until about 6:30, 6:45. So I need to ask YouTube to please set the timer and release my video at said correct time. Right, I think I am going to put that there. That looks quite nice, doesn't it? So let's get that on as well. You'll notice that my gluing is quite quick, ladies. It's because I don't want to take up too much videoing time. So, of course, I would normally glue a bit carefully, more carefully than I am today, because I want to get this done to show you. And I've just lost the pin to my wet glue now. Oh well, it's somewhere. I'll find it in a minute. Right, ladies, how is that looking? So that is the outside of the envelope flip. Okay, so now we need something to look at, nice to look at through the window here. So I've already cut out something here from the same digital paper. I think I'm going to use, hang on a minute, now I'm getting myself confused. That's the wrong one. That's obviously for that side, so it has to be this one so that I can see that beautiful Christmas tree peeking out. Do you see what I mean? Okay, it's gorgeous, isn't it? So I need to stick that in there now. I am going to ink it, even though we might not see much of the edge. I just know that it's inked. A bit rough and ready. I don't mind rough and ready. Okay, let me see if that's going to fit exactly in there. Yes, it is. More glue. Okay. So yes, please subscribe to my channel if you like what you see. I'm going to try and build it up. Let me know what your YouTube channels are, ladies, if you have any. I'd love to follow. I think we all need to support each other. There we go. I think that is going to look lovely in there. Bit of glue bobble there. Okay. And then that, oh, that's gorgeous, isn't it? Okay, now, when I open my flap, I need something here. So I've cut out this bit. Now, I think I'm going to do something different on this side. On the one that I showed you, let me just move everything out of the way a minute. On the one that I showed you, the example one, I think it was just a flap I did. Yes, okay, just a flap, and I could put a piece of tea-stained torn paper there if I want to for my journaling, or stick a journal card on there or something to do my journaling there, but there is journaling space on this page anyway, so I could put a photograph there, but that's plain, so it's just a piece of digital paper there. On the one that I'm doing with you today, I want to do a bit different, so I'm thinking that I might do an extra pocket. What do you think? So we'll have the pocket up here with the tag, and we'll also have a pocket here. I think we might do that. Let's go for it. Being a bit of my motto this year, let's go for it, because I tend to dilly-dally. Are you anything like me, ladies? Just, we're so good at like not deciding, aren't we? Should we do this? Should we do that? Does this look nice? Does that look nice? And I'm terrible for that, and I just want to get on and do it. I tend to think, oh, I don't know, and I'm just going to be a go for it. I think this one is an Artie Mae's printable as well. Her vintage, her Christmas vintage collection is rather pretty, and that's from Artie Mae's as well, her background sheet. Now, going to stick that on first. So I'm going to glue that on. I'm going to glue it in the centre-ish, not worry too much about the edges, because I am going to be sewing around two of these edges, I think. So I'm just going to, I might put a bit of glue along this top edge because that won't be sewn, and neither will the middle, so I might just put a bit of glue down there. But the two other edges are going to be caught with the sewing machine, so I'm just not too worried about those. I'll bring that down a bit. Lovely. So that one's going there like that. And my pocket I'm also hoping will be caught by the sewing machine when I sew down here and here. So I'm only going to put a little bit of glue. I am going to glue it, but when you're sewing, ladies, just bear that in mind that you've got glue, because you don't want to clog up your needle from your sewing machine. So I'm just going to put that there. So I tend to wait for it to dry as much as possible before I take it to the sewing machine. There we go. Oh, lovely, lovely, lovely. Can you see that? It's so pretty. So we've got a pocket here, or we will have, and we've got a pocket here. We haven't, I didn't glue that bit, did we? No. For a minute there, panicked, I thought I'd glued that bit. Right. Oh, ladies, look, that's lovely. So now, if I turn over, this bit is going to be on the other page, on the other side of the page. Let me show you. So it was this one I chosen, wasn't it? So that is going to go there like that. Isn't it pretty? And it will flip open. And we've got a pocket there, and our tag is going to go in there. Like that. And then when we turn over the page, this is now going to become a pocket. So I need to decorate this side. And for that, I've got a piece of text paper, which I thought would look quite nice there. Then I am going to add some more music paper like that. And then I've got another torn out piece from the digital kit like that. Oh, gorgeous. Right, ink and glue, Marie. Let's ink and glue. I think I'm using walnut stain, if you're interested. I do also have tea dye. I switch between the two. I wasn't sure whether to use kind of a pinky ink on this one, because a lot of the journal has got more pastel tones, but I've stuck with edging in brown, the more vintage look. So a bit of glue, ladies. Oh, sorry, it was I have to frame then. Pop that on there, and I'm going to layer up. So when you do your collaging, think about layers. Think about torn pieces that go with straight edged pieces. Text, music paper tends to look nice in the background, and then you collage on top with your pictorial images. I'm going to put that there. Yes, I am. So let's just carefully put a bit of glue on there like that, and then stick that on there like that, and then ink my holly berries. I love this, like could be Santa's letter. Can you see? It's like an envelope with twine around it. That could be, oh god, secret Christmas wishes. Never too old to write a Santa letter. Never too old. Bit of glue on that one. I will put some wet glue as well on this one. Just dot it around the edges. Okay, I'm being a bit slapdash because of getting the video done. You don't want to watch me gluing, do you? So that's going on there. Oh, it's so pretty. It's so pretty. And that will be a pocket on the other side of the page. Now, what are we going to put inside? Well, we are going to make a tag, and I think I will make the tag with you in a minute, but first of all I'm going to take this to the sewing machine and sew around the edges so that we can start attaching it to the page. So I will be right back. Hello ladies, I'm back. So what I've done is I have sewn all the way around the edge up to here. I haven't sewn there because that's our pocket opening, and now the sun is coming out and we're going to have the sun shining, aren't we? I'm sorry ladies, but we're just going to have to go with the flow, I'm afraid. So that is that done. Now the tag, what I've got here. Oh, another little tip for you. When you've sewn, I like to, on the underside, if I'm seeing the underside, I like to press it down a little bit so that the stitches are really flat with the paper. So I just get my bone folder or something and I just press my back side of the sewing down, because of course the needle is piercing holes, isn't it, in your paper when you sew, so you get the bumps of the holes on the other side. I just like to have them as flat as I can, so I tend to just go over with a bone folder or something. Right, oh ladies, I'm really sorry about the sunshine. Let me put down the blind a minute and see if that will help. I don't know if it's going to stay out or go back behind the clouds. Let me see. That noise, ladies, is the blind coming down. Is that helping? There, is that helping a bit? Now, have we gone dark? I'm sorry if we've gone dark, but maybe the dark is better than having the sunshine belt through the window. Right, so, tag. I have got some of that lovely digital paper here. Okay, it's got some gorgeous bits of gold printing on it, can you see, and a lovely clock poinsettia, and I'm going to glue it onto this piece here, and that's going to be my back. Before I do that, I just want to make sure that it is going to fit inside my pocket, and it's a bit tight, so we need to trim that down. So I think I will glue first and then trim down in a minute. Oh, I don't know if I like that side now. That's pretty, part of a wreath. No, I like that side. Let's go with it. So I'm going to glue it on. The reason why I'm gluing it on some scrapbooking card is to make it slightly more sturdy for a tag. Paper on its own, for me, is a bit too flimsy. I need it sturdier, so I'm just going to glue it onto some scrapbooking card or strong scrapbooking paper. It doesn't have to be card. I think that one's from Hobbycraft, I do believe. I think my mum and I went halves on a pad of paper from Hobbycraft one year for our Christmas journals. Let me move this down. Glue that on like that, and press the other side too. Put that in frame so you can see it. And now I'm going to trim off the edges, because we know, oh see, a lot of you probably get the trimmer, do you? I'm afraid I just get my scissors and eyeball. And that's what I do. And now I'm just going to make sure it's a bit wet still, feels wet, so it's still a bit flimsy. Is that going to fit in there? Look at that. I actually might do a bit more trimming. Let's do trim on this side now. Little bit more trimming. Okay, let's see that now works a bit better. Yep. And I think I do need to trim some off. It's too, I think I want it flush at the top here, so it's slightly too tall. I don't want to trim any off the bottom because it's too pretty, so I am going to trim a little bit off the top. Like that. Now that should fit in lovely, she says. Yep. There we go, look at that. And you can just see from Santa through the window in there. Oh yeah, I love it. Don't forget that's going to be on the other page. Oh, so nice, so pretty. Right, but that's not all. Ink, 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 ink everything. Right, that's ink out here. Actually, do you know, I might corner the two bottom edges to help it slide in and out a bit. I think I will do. Bottom corners, sorry, not the bottom edges. I think I will. And it will help it slide in and out of the pocket. Right, and back as well. Always draw inking behind. This, it's still wet. The glue is still wet, so it's a bit flimsy. But when the glue has dried, the tag will be much more sturdy than it is at the moment. So I also have for the back, to make it more interesting, I've torn another bit of the digital paper out that I'm using. So I'm going to ink around that. Like so, and glue that on as well. Just going to do it quite quickly, ladies, because I'm aware of the time and I don't want to have too long a video. That's nice. Now, and on the top, I thought that it might be quite nice to have a bit of lace going across the top like that, and then 2 holes and a bit of sari silk tied like that to give it a bit of interest. I can either sew this on, I could sew that on, but I'm not going to. I think I'm going to use a little bit of fabric glue because I'm going to hole, and the ribbon will help. I'm going to make holes and the ribbon will help keep the lace there. So I'm just going to put a little bit of fabric glue there. I'm using Beacon 3-in-1. I'm going to put that there. Glue that down, and I'm going to do the same on the other side just to hold it there. Oh, I'm running out of this one. Time to get back onto Amazon, order a new one. I cannot live without this stuff. Fabri-Tac 3-in-1 or something similar. It's just, that's amazing. It's my go-to glue for anything fabric. Oh, she says, why is that not sticking? There we go. Hold that down a minute. Okay. Right, trim that off. There. And there. Make some holes. I am rushing a bit now, ladies. Hole punch, crocodile. There we go. Small ones or big ones? Let's do biggish ones. Again, I'm just eyeballing. I'm going to do it about there, and I'm going to do it about there. I'm just eyeballing, ladies, that's what I do. Now I have got some inked hole reinforcers, but I'm not sure if I want to use them. I might just see what it's like without them. So let me just try and get that one through there. I've got to be careful because the lace isn't quite glued down enough, and I might pull it off if I'm not careful. pull it off or even pull it through the hole. Right, that one. And let's feed it through this side. Oops. No, I thought that would happen. Let me just... When you need to be quick, or want to be quick, it never works, does it? More haste, less speed, Marie. Okay, there we go. There we go. I'm going to tie that into a bowl. I could have used eyelets. In fact, I might go back later and put eyelets in those holes. And this bow is not in the middle. Okay, let's try that again. I'm not very good at doing bows. Like that. Still not in the middle, but I'm not going to worry about it too much. No, I'm not. Right, so there we have our tag, and that is going to go in our pocket like that. Why is that not going in easily? There we go. And the lace, just be careful of that lace because it's not dry yet, Marie. Oh, it's getting stuck at the back. There we go. Look at that, ladies, how lovely. Now the only thing left to do is to put it in our journal on the page that we chose. So that, remember, is going to go there. We want that to open that way. So I want to glue on the other side. And I want a pocket, so I'm going to glue here. I am going to glue down the edge here, and I'm going to glue there. So I'm going to glue, I'm going to pop that up to the edge of the page where I want it, and I am going to glue there, there, and there, and then grab it on the paper. So I'm going to keep it there because I've got it where I want it, like that. Let me just see that that's, yeah. So I've got it where I want it, hold it in place, like that, and I'm going to glue. I'm going to glue there. I am going to glue along here to help keep it gripped to the paper, and here. I'm going to, okay, oop. There, and I'm just going, oh, what's going on here? Oh, it needs to come down a bit, Marie, you've moved it. There, like that. So just to help it, I've got some long paper clips here. I'm just going to pop them there to help the pocket glue onto that page here. So I'm just going to keep those there a minute, and while we're doing that, just to grab it, I will show you my journal that I will be using. So we have belly band here with embossed paper, and that's from a Christmas card which I had last year, so I've cut that down and I'm going to use the image as a tag. That's from a Christmas card. That's one of lovely Lottie's tags that went with this journal, and that again is a Christmas card. That's Prima scrapbooking paper, a Christmas collection. Tea stained. Some embossed paper here. I think this might be my Porch Prince Christmas digital set. A pocket here, and I made a tag with some lace. Book page, turkey loaf. So it's a recipe for a turkey loaf at Christmas. And book page, music page, sorry, with another of Lovely Lots tags. Plain paper to write on, some paper. That is the very first flip, envelope flip I did. And that's wallpaper, pink shiny wallpaper. Put that in there as well. I can journal on that side. And my centre spread. And then some bits and pieces. This is an embossed envelope attached to the wallpaper. Prima tab from the scrapbooking paper. A bit of lace stuck on there ready. A few more bits. Paper, which I will decorate up. Paper clip, journaling cards there. An embossed bingo card here. Tiny tag. Oh, that's from my glue. That's where it went. Let me just pop that back in there. There we go. Little tag on the edge of the book page, and inside there is a tag. That is definitely my Crotch Prints, I think. Lovely lacy pocket. Lovely Lots is good at doing things like that. They are gorgeous. And a card. That's a tuck spot. No, that's glued down. I thought that was a tuck spot, but this bit is a tuck spot. Like that. Embossed edging. And here is the one we've done today. So let's take those off. And there it is. I'll flip over with a pocket and a tag. And on the other side we have a pocket. I need to find something for the pocket. Let's go with, what have I got here? I have got, she says, what have we got for a minute? Oh. Let's have a look. I have got I'll find something to go in there. But anyway, ladies, I hope you've enjoyed this craft along with me for Junk Journal Christmas in July. And as I say, everything will be listed in the description box below. Thank you ever so much. Hope some of you will see me again. Thank you. Bye.